Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to more Skyrim Special Edition mods. Today we have a bow mod here. We're kind of looking at it right now. These are the Scope Bows, a special edition. So this is particularly for the Xbox One here, but obviously it works with other platforms as well. I don't think PS4 though. So we got the Scope Bow here. So this mod adds scopes to bows. So for example, it may not seem that useful because you always have your crosshairs on. Maybe you don't like having crosshairs on. Maybe you don't like playing with the HUD on it. You like to be more immersed in your gameplay. Then this obviously can come in handy for you. Or you can just have the scope on because it looks cool. And this does apply to all bows. I just got an Imperial Bow here because it's the easiest to craft. And I've got to go around looking for crafting materials and all that stuff. So it's easy for me to just have it here. But it does apply to all bows. You just need a base version of bow and then some other crafting materials to make it. We'll show that off here towards the end of the video. But for now, let's get into the scope bow. So we got this equipped here. You can see if we pull an arrow back, we draw it in. We got a scope here. You want to follow that top sight or whatever, right? So we can shoot at this like tree, for example. We'll start with a close target. This is tree, and then the arrow will go right where the scope says it's going to go. If I had my crosshair turned on, for example, it'd be right in where right where the scope lines up. I'm not sure what the bottom scope is for. Like you don't aim at that ever. Like it doesn't. Nothing would ever go over there. Maybe it's just so you can see. Maybe it's just a cool effect. Who knows? But yeah, you gotta shoot at trees. You can do that. Just line the scope up. Obviously, this is with no HUD on. If you do turn your HUD on, I will show you that real quick. We'll just turn a little crosshair on. You'll see that it just lines up perfectly anyway, so you can just line it right up. Well, I actually, my HUD's turned off right now. Never mind, haha. And then we'll turn the HUD back on a little bit, and then we will see that the crosshair's right here in the middle, and then you pull it back right in the middle of that scope. The scope kind of wobbles a little bit, like realistically, like when you walk and stuff, the scope's wobbling. And your aim doesn't wobble, but actually your aim does. Like your actual aim does, but your little crosshair doesn't. Like so, it doesn't give you the impression that your aim is wobbling like it does when you're moving, which it would, and it does. Oh, that's what it is. That's the crouched one. Okay, so it's like the sneaky one. You have the sneak one, and that's where it puts it right there. And then even the sneak little symbol lines right up with that crosshair. Perfectly nail things. Line up your targets. Be like a pro sniper level archer with this mod, and I like it a lot. I really like. Playing Skyrim archer style. It's definitely like always the playthrough that I say that I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna use bows this time, and then I always end up using bows because I think they're amazing. So yeah, you can just like flip the scopes on that one. That's really cool. That's really intuitive and it's really nice. And like I said, it works both ways. So once again, if we turn the HUD all the way off, we could just see that it'll work both ways that way. And it might be a little harder to aim with this one, but as you see, you can still aim. You just put the target right like underneath their head, I'd imagine, and boom. Bam, nailed it. Fucking scope bows. So I'll get up into Whiterun here at the smithing where you craft these things at, and we'll take a look at the different ones you can craft, and I'll see you guys there. So here we are at the forge. We can take a look around here at the different types we can make. So I made an Imperial Bow, right, scoped, requires some iron and got some leather and just a regular Imperial Bow. So obviously the scope bows require the base version and then a few other things to make it a scope version. So we can do that with all different types of things. So there's like a hunting bow here, scoped, just a hunting bow and some steel. A four-stone bow, some iron, and some leather, so on and so forth, all the way up to some of the doper things, right? So we got an orcish bow scoped here that's going to require some glass. So it's probably going to have like a glass scope on there rather than just like crosshairs. I don't know if that adds some kind of cool thing to it. If it does, let me know. I would really like to try it out. If it does, that would be really sweet. There's Elven. There's all kinds of things in here, like an Elven bow scope. Also requires glass, some quicksilver ingot, or fine moonstone, right? So obviously, the higher up this gets, the harder it will be to make. Ebony bow requires some glass and an ebony bow and some ebony ingots, right? So on and so forth, all the way up. Glass bow. Obviously, things that don't have bows, like dragon here. Well, there is a dragon bone bow, but they don't make a scope version of that. So on and so forth. So not everything. There's not a Daedric scope bow, just a Daedric bow. And then the Daedric Wrath here, which I think is part of the mod, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it has a scope on it. So maybe let's try this and build this on the fly. Daedric Bow. And then we can go to Daedric Wrath. And let's take a look at this. Is this part of this mod? I may be talking out my ass and cut that part out. But let's see if Daedric Bow. Daedric Wrath. Let's equip this. Is this scoped? Is this a scope bow? It is a scope bow. This is like the dopest of dope scope bows. It's got like triple scopes. What is it we need 3 for? Like this is obviously the sneak one. Oh, the sneak one's got like a double crosshair so you can be like super accurate. Ooh, this might be my new favorite bow. I wasn't talking out my ass. I knew it was part of something important. I'm just shooting arrows in the distance hoping I don't hit guards because I'm in the middle of Whiterun right now. Oh, that bow is nice looking though. Let's take a look at that. That's a nice looking bow. Daedric Wrath, like special bow. It's got like super dope scopes on it. Yeah, man. Oh, this mod is really good. So if you guys want the Daedric Wrath and to go scope down your enemies because you don't like playing with a HUD or you just want the scopes because they're awesome, and they probably make sniping a lot easier. I haven't actually tested them out in combat. The character's kind of overpowered anyway. Thanks, mods. So I don't know if it would be an accurate test, but it looks really cool, and I definitely would like to rock this. You can check out the top link of the description for this mod. There'll be a link to the episodes on the page where you can download this for yourself. If you have enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you will like rating down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever time it be, and I'll see you in the next episode.